又嚟到電影全攻略嘅時間啦！荷里活而家受到編劇同埋演員工會嘅雙重罷工影響啦，好多電影嘅宣傳同拍攝都將近停擺。好似華納兄弟亦都宣布啦，《魔戒》嘅前傳動畫電影《沙丘瀚戰2》同埋《哥斯拉大戰金剛2》亦都需要延期上映㗎。但係唔知係咪對今年嘅聖誕節檔期充滿信心呢？經歷咗好多風波嘅《水行俠2》同埋《朱古力獎門人》嘅前傳《Wonka》亦都安排咗喺今年12月上映。唔知到時嘅罷工仲會唔會持續呢？呢個時候即刻睇下呢個禮拜嘅新片速遞先啦！
叛諜裁判3終極一戰由金像影帝 Denzel Washington 主演，講述一位突擊隊員自從退下火線之後，一直都好想放低自己恐怖嘅過去，諗住喺意大利南部揾到佢嘅歸宿，點知發現身邊嘅新朋友全部都受到當地黑幫嘅欺壓操控，佢必須挺身而出守護朋友，以暴制暴，隻手痛擊呢班黑手黨。
You go to the movies to escape, and McCall can help audiences to escape.
People connect with that simple message of getting justice for the everyday person.
People love that character, and people love Denzel Washington. He just starts to do his thing. Magic starts happening. He spent his whole life helping these type of people. How do you just walk away from that?
McCall had gotten addicted to unnecessary violence. He couldn't stay away. He had one more job to do, to right or wrong.
The mafia. They're like cancer.
But there are consequences.
They can take anything I want.
I still damage the odd fellow here and there. Use some various utensils.
Has he gone too far?
Police found multiple dead bodies on that farm in Sicily. Did you kill him?
Do I look like a killer?
冤撲由何超儀、周俊偉、白川和子等主演，電影以前世今生同魔鬼怪嬰降世為題材，講述一名女子同男友分手之後去東京度假，陰差陽錯下住咗喺一間由陰森老婦人所經營嘅破舊私人民宿。佢亦慢慢發覺自己同呢個擁有神秘力量同不明歷史嘅地方有住某種深層嘅連結。尋根女團，一個自細被外籍父母收養嘅亞洲女仔，亞裔外表令佢同成長環境始終都係格格不入。有日佢被派去中國出差，點知對方竟然要佢帶埋親生媽媽先肯簽約。於是佢帶埋另外3位亞洲閨蜜姊妹出發去一場癲喪嘅尋根之旅。我們的歌，兩個嚟自唔同背景世界嘅男仔都有一個共通點，一樣咁熱愛音樂。一個性格樂天，一個就同著名音樂家爸爸嘅關係好差，因為誤會而令佢哋遇上，仲由敵對關係變成咗好朋友。速戰，一對同父異母嘅親兄弟自細中意賽車，阿哥更加成為咗亞洲車神。佢哋同一個集團太子爺因為賽車而成為好朋友。後來阿哥遇上一個捲土重來打算復仇嘅賽車手挑釁，估唔到會為佢哋嘅人生帶嚟深遠嘅影響。
由 Margot Robbie 同埋 Ryan Gosling 主演嘅電影《芭比》成績越戰越勇，截至上個星期全球票房已經衝破咗13億幾美元，仲成為咗華納兄弟旗下票房嘅 No.1 電影，過晒《水行俠》同埋《哈利波特：死神的聖物2》啊！而且由於呢部電影之後喺某啲地方仲會有 IMAX 嘅場次啦，所以外界普遍認為要追過超級馬里歐兄弟大電影，甚至係《冰雪奇緣2》嘅14.53億美元亦都絕對唔係冇可能㗎。跟住落嚟即刻睇下香港呢個禮拜嘅票房戰況係點啊！
呢個禮拜嘅票房龍虎榜，截至8月30號中午，第3位有講述4個青年遇到幻象被困荒島嘅《讓雲》。第2位有神秘殺手暗中執行個人正義，令警方束手無策嘅《暗殺風暴》。而第1位有由 Christopher Nolan 執導，講述原子彈之父一生嘅《奧本海默》。
荷里活巨星 Tom Cruise 擔大旗嘅經典特工系列電影，自從1996年上映第1集以嚟，唔經唔覺已經27個年頭。最新一集亦已經面世。靚佬湯呢位電影靈魂人物，身兼監製同主演，對於電影嘅製作一絲不苟，敬業精神感染劇組上下，大家都對佢有讚冇彈啊！
Could you please describe how was your first shooting with him?
I'd met Tom several times over the years, and we've done screen tests together, and I knew that even in an audition, he is fully present to the actor he's auditioning. So not only is he, of course, off book and knows all the lines on the script just for the audition, he is right beside the camera, and he's giving the actor he's auditioning with 100%, the same amount as if he was in front of the camera. So I knew that also I'd heard from other friends of mine who had worked with him that he wants to make sure that the environment for the actor feels creative, collaborative, safe, and free. So I think the first times I was working with him, he has this ability to have incredible technical precision, his understanding of lenses, and understanding of lighting, and understanding of all the elements coming together for the composition of a frame that tells a story. But he also creates an environment whereby he wants you to be able to feel free to try new things. That there's no such thing as a bad choice, but there's just choices, and we're going to see eventually what's going to land in the most interesting way for the audience.
Oh, you know, working with Tom is always fun. You know it's never going to be dull. It's always going to be interesting. You're always going to do things you've never done before, see things you've never done before. And you can feel safe knowing that they're going to push the envelope on this movie even more than they did the last one. And you get to the end and you think, how are we going to do that again or do it more? And we always do, so it's crazy.
You know, we've been working together now almost consistently for about 16 years, and we've developed a real shorthand with one another. Actors watching us notice we don't really speak in complete sentences anymore. We have a very good understanding of each other's rhythms and what we're looking for. So it's very relaxed, very challenging, and it allows us to take everything we've learned from the previous movies and apply them to this one. And it's and I think it shows.
How is it feeling like joining this great franchise?
It's surreal. It's surreal to watch 25 years of these, to have want to work. You know, every actor has a checklist of people they want to work with. Tom Cruise, Chris McQuarrie. I've admired him since his first film out there. So it was really surreal. And sometimes these live up to your expectations, and then they meet them, and sometimes they exceed them. And this one's exceeded mine because I got a chance to have new friendships, and we became a family. That's what Tom, he makes it into a family, you know.
靚佬湯出咗名，鍾意親身上陣拍攝各種驚險動作場口，今次當然都走唔甩啦。戲中驚心動魄嘅氣氛多羅羅，除咗經典嘅追逐橋段，當中最嚇破膽嘅就必定要數靚佬湯連人帶車飛落懸崖嘅一幕啊！
And in the movie, you were the one who convinced Tom to jump off the cliff with the bike. Did you witness the shooting? How was it?
Yeah, I've got footage on my phone. I keep asking like our publicity team, can I put this online now? Because we've all seen him do it, but it was scary. It was scary for us. I mean, not as scary it was for Tom, but we all watched it knowing that, you know, if his chute didn't open, or if the wind took him, or if he clipped the bike, there were so many things that could have gone wrong, that our hearts were thumping. And we'd hear that voice on the radio say, good canopy, which meant that Tom's chute had opened. We'd all just go, yay! You know, see you alive, hooray!
I remember there was one time that we were shooting just past the Imperiale in front of the nicknamed wedding cake monument. And Tom and I were handcuffed. He was in the passenger seat, somewhere that literally and metaphorically, he's not a fan of being necessarily. But he had given me that freedom. You know, I'd built up his trust, knowing that I had trained for 5 months in drifting. And there were 3 cameras attached to the front of the car, so I couldn't really see directly in front of me. And it started to rain, it was cobbled streets, there were people, crew members, but also people who'd come out to see us film. The stakes were quite high, and I remember just all my training and all my focus kicking in and being able to do these, you know, 360 spins in this car, drifting in and out, and keeping that going, whilst at the same time having Tom feed suggested lines of dialogue to me. And I would have to work out whether he was playing Ethan, and therefore I should improvise back as Grace, or he was as Tom saying to Haley, slow down. So I had to work out whether I actually had to slow down for safety reasons, or whether he was suggesting a line for me to say. So it was, you know, incredibly technical, but really, really fun.
The shooting was incredibly challenging. There was a lot of preparation that went into it. We shot it over a few weeks here in Rome. And I would say the why it works is a testament to their performances. You're looking at everything that they're doing is essentially building character at speed, racing through Rome, and it's more than anything, it's just a testament to how great those actors are.
唔單止靚佬湯賣命演出動作戲，其他演員亦有亮眼嘅表現。不過佢哋都話拍攝過程一啲都唔容易啊。
We trained for months with Wade Eastwood, the stunt coordinator, who's amazing, who worked on the previous movies as well. With Sam Eastwood, who's his wife, and who was like making me do sprints, Pilates, like all sorts of trainings, you know, to be stronger and to make sure that everything was strong, like the the knees, the ankles, because you want to make sure that you don't get injured throughout a shoot, because you shoot the movie for a very long time, you know, so it's a marathon for sure.
Oh man, I'll tell you, we're in tip-top shape. So after filming, when it wrapped, we decided to do a marathon. And we were only able to do half of it because we were just exhausted from all the running we did in the film. But yeah, we got it done.
No, here's the deal. You have a young athletic guy who would, before we would start, I would say, you gotta make sure you don't run ahead of me, because he was so fast. And we shot all nights actually, and I ended up pulling a calf that one night. We had to go again, and McHugh wanted to get the shot, and I ended up pulling something. And you know, you do anything, my point is you do whatever Tom and McHugh want you to do for this.